Hi grammarians, welcome to this grammar lesson covering subject and object pronouns. What's a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Examples of pronouns: I, me, we, us, you, she, her, he, him, it, they, them, that, which, who, whom, this, that, this, those, myself. Pronouns can do anything that nouns can do. Okay. Why use pronouns? Why use pronouns? Pronouns are useful for what reason? What's the point of using a pronouns? Okay, pronouns help us use fewer words. They help us use fewer words and avoid repetition. Avoid repetition. So those are the two main reasons why we use pronouns. So to have our writing as concise as possible and to avoid repetition, so our writing looks good. Okay, example. Please give this chocolate to Sumaya. So that's the please give this chocolate to Sumaya. Okay, if we want to use pronouns in that sentence, please give it to Sumaya. Give it. It stands for the chocolates. And the pronoun that stands for Sumaya is her. We'll talk about what kind of pronouns these are later on in the lesson. Okay, example 2. Ahmed enjoys playing football. So the pronoun that replaces Ahmed is the subject pronoun he. He believes it is a good game. It stands for football. It stands for football. Let's look at a few more examples. So why we use pronouns. Sa'ad is a smart student. Sa'ad is a smart student. Okay, Sa'ad is a smart student. This is a sentence with a subject, noun subject. And if you want to replace the noun, subject noun, with a subject pronoun, you use he. You use he as underlined. So Sa'ad is a smart student. If we're going to use a pronoun in this sentence, we can say he is a smart student. We don't need to mention Sa'ad. He is a smart student. Remember, pronouns replace nouns. So that's the general idea. Pronouns replace nouns. Whatever kind of pronoun it is always replacing a noun. Okay, that could be a subject noun, could be object noun, okay, and so on. Sa'ad is a smart student. He is a smart student. You don't need to mention Sa'ad. Okay. So this is all part of what we mentioned earlier on when we said pronouns. If we go back, pronouns help us use fewer words and avoid repetitions. The first part. So these examples are covering the first part, which says pronouns help us use fewer words. So your writing becomes short and concise, so the reader can read it fluently. Okay, and your writing will look good when you use pronouns, because you don't have to be repeating all the time the nouns. Okay, we can also put the noun and the pronoun in the same sentence. So if we use the example that we have here, Sa'ad is a smart student. Okay, we're gonna use the noun and the pronoun in one sentence. Okay, not only Sa'ad is a smart student, but he is also a strong boy. Who can identify where the pronoun in this sentence is? Well, the pronoun in this sentence is he. It's already been underlined. It's he. That's a subject pronoun. Okay, so this is where you use the noun and the pronoun within the same sentence. That's perfectly okay. Not only Sa'ad is a smart student, but he is also a strong student. So you have Sa'ad as the noun. And you also have, in the second part after the comma, but he is also a strong student. So the word he, which is a pronoun, so it's a subject pronoun. We'll get into that later on, the types of pronouns. Okay, so what's a subject pronoun? Okay, in this lesson, sorry, I should have mentioned earlier, pronouns, there's so many different types of pronouns to cover. We cannot cover in this lesson. There's so many of them. So we'll be covering in this lesson subject pronoun and object pronoun, as the title mentions. Okay, so we move on to subject pronoun. Subject pronoun, the definition of subject pronoun is a pronoun that takes the place of a noun. Okay, all pronouns take the place of a noun. But what's the difference between subject pronoun and any other pronoun? Okay, subject pronoun takes the place of a noun as the subject of the sentence. Okay, as the subject of the sentence. So, for example, the example we mentioned earlier, Sa'ad. Sa'ad is a smart student. Okay, Sa'ad was the subject noun. So that was the noun. Okay, and what replaced the noun? What pronoun replaced the noun? He is a smart student. That type of pronoun is called subject pronoun because it replaces the noun. Okay, it takes the place of the noun as the subject of a sentence. So once it takes the place of the noun, the pronoun becomes the actual subject. Okay, do we understand that? Hopefully we do. Okay, if you don't understand, make sure you repeat the video. Okay, subject pronouns also can come in the form, they come in the form of, or they can be first, second, or third person. So subject pronouns are first, second, or third person. We'll get into that later. I'll show you a picture of a diagram of showing this. They can also be singular or plural. Okay. Okay, here's the diagram that summarizes the subject pronouns can be the first, second, or third person, can be a singular and plural. So here we have singular first person as I, singular first person. Okay, singular second person is you. Singular third person is he, she, or it. Okay, plural first person is we. So the singular first person I became we. Okay. However, the singular first person you, as you one student, you stays the same when it's plural. Okay, so if you're talking about one person and you're talking to one person and you're saying you, of you're talking to more than one person and you're saying you, you're not going to say use. You're not going to say use. You're just going to say you. It stays the same. It stays the same. Okay? Don't try to compare it with your own language, where you have, for example, in Somali, you have adiga, idinka. But here, in English, you, adiga, you, the first person, and idinka, which is supposed to be idinka in English, is the same. You. One person, you, Chama. Two people, Chama Ali. Chama and Ali. You, still you in English. Okay? So singular second person and singular first person is always comes as you. Okay. Okay. A singular third person, he. Singular first person, third person, he, she, and it. All of those three will change to they. They will change to they. Okay? So if you have a boy, a girl, or a cat and a cat, a boy, a girl, and a cat, and you wanna use a you're gonna call them they. You're gonna call them they. Okay, you'll call them they. Okay. So the pronoun for he, she, it as a plural becomes they. Okay, let's move on. So subject pronouns. I'll give you an example of subject pronouns. So subject pronoun I. So I. So this is a singular first person. Singular first person subject pronoun. So if you give an example of that in a sentence, I like walking. I like walking. Notice how the subject pronoun I is still a subject. Okay, I is the subject. Like, so I is the subject, like is the verb. Okay, so I is in the place of the subject. Okay, it takes I, who's got a name. My name is Mahmoud. And instead of saying Mahmoud likes walking, well, I could say I like, because I'm talking about myself, I like walking. Okay, so you like banana and rice. You is the second singular second we go back. Singular second person. So singular second person. So singular second person in a sentence, you like banana and rice. You like banana and rice. Who doesn't like banana and rice? We all like banana and rice. Okay. So you like banana and rice. He, she, it. Okay, which is third person singular pronoun. Subject pronoun is he plays football, for example. She likes swimming. It. It. Can you come up with an example of it? Okay. So it is nice. Yes. Okay. We drink tea. They play tennis. What's an object pronoun? Object pronoun is a pronoun that takes the place of a noun as the object of a sentence. Remember earlier on I said a pronoun always takes the place of a noun. But the difference is each pronoun is where each pronoun fits within that sentence. Subject pronoun always takes up the place of the subject. An object pronoun takes up the place of the object. Okay, so we'll give some examples of that later. How to make object pronouns? How do you make object pronouns? Where did they come from? I becomes me. I become me. I becomes me. There's S missing here. I becomes me. So I is the subject noun So that becomes sorry, I is the subject pronoun that we mentioned earlier on. So you can convert a subject pronoun to an object pronoun. So the subject pronoun I becomes me. If we, so you stays as you. The subject pronoun you, which is a singular second person, stays as you when it is object pronoun. He becomes him. She becomes her. It stays as it. We becomes us. They becomes them. So don't get lost. We're talking about object pronouns. And the first things were the ones we mentioned at the beginning are subject pronouns. So the subject pronoun I becomes me as an object pronoun. The subject pronoun you stays as you. Subject pronoun he becomes him. Subject pronoun she becomes her. The subject pronoun it stays as it. We becomes us. They becomes them. Okay, so notice there's two of them that stay the same. Two of the subject pronouns, when converted to object pronouns, stay the same. You and it. Okay. Object pronouns. An example of object pronouns. So remember earlier on we said subject pronoun I becomes me. So let's give an example of that in a sentence. Okay, the object pronoun me. Ali rang me. Ali rang me. Okay, Ali is the subject. Rang is the past tense, so it's going to be the verb, and me is the object. Okay, this is a sentence where you have in the form of subject, verb, object. So there you go, the object. Ali rang me. Ali rang me. So Ali rang me. If I wasn't going to use an object there, I would say, an object pronoun, and I would use a normal object. I would say, Ali rang somebody's name. I'll mention somebody's name. Or my name. So, Ali rang Mahmoud. So instead of saying Ali rang Mahmoud, you could just say Ali rang me. You could have also said he rang me. Okay, change the whole thing to pronouns. You, Ahmed met you. Ahmed met you. So as we said, the subject pronoun you. So the subject pronoun you, it stays the same as you when it's converted to object pronoun. Okay? Him, her, it. He smiled at him. So using him, he smiled at him. So this is the object. This represents the object. So this him, which is the object pronoun, it actually represents the object. Who is him? Is somebody. Is a name of somebody. But we're not using the name. Instead, we're using its place. We're using an object pronoun in its place. Us. Abdi always listens to us. Okay? The object pronoun there. Them. I warned them. I warned them. Okay, so that is the object pronoun. Okay, let's move on. Subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now, both of them together in example. He is walking with me. He is walking with me. So as you can see, the color coded. The subject is supposed to be on red. Is on red, and the subject pronoun is in red. The object pronoun is in blue. So he is walking with me. He is the subject pronoun. Me is at the end is object pronoun. She is ironing his shirt for him. They are speaking to him. He is playing with them. Okay, that's very clear to understand. Subject pronouns and object pronouns. So we move on. We're still on subject pronouns and object pronouns in the same sentence or in the same sentence. Yes. Okay. So Ali is pushing a box. Ali is pushing a box. So if we want to change now, we're gonna convert this sentence, which is Ali is pushing a box. Ali is the subject. Pushing or is pushing is the verb. Okay, and box is the object. Okay, subject, verb, object. Okay, we're gonna now use pronoun instead of in the place of subject and object. Okay, he is pushing it. He is pushing it. Okay, we didn't mention Ali. Instead of mentioning Ali, we used the subject pronoun he. And instead of using the object box, mentioning the object box, we are mentioning it, which is the object pronoun. Okay, Ahmed is watching the TV. Ahmed is watching the TV. Okay, he is watching it. It represents the TV. He represents Ahmed. Okay, you helped Ahmed. Ahmed, thank you. You helped Ahmed. This one is a bit different. So you helped Ahmed. You is the subject. Okay, you helped Ahmed. So who's doing the action? The subject is you. You are the one who's helping Ahmed. Verb. Ahmed is the one who's been helped. So that's the object. Okay. Ahmed, thank you. Ahmed, thank you. So here we care about is the object and the subject, but the subject is in the first part or first sentence, and the object is in the subject pronoun is in the first sentence, and object pronoun is in the second sentence. So Ahmed, thank you. So instead of saying Ahmed, well, you can't say anything else because only you is mentioned. So Ahmed, thank you. Okay. So you becomes the object pronoun. He was thirsty. He was thirsty. Okay, he was thirsty. He was thirsty. Ali brought a drink for him. So he becomes him. So he becomes him. So this is comparing subject pronoun and object pronoun. Okay, so he was thirsty. Ali brought a drink for him. The one who was thirsty, Ali brought a drink for him. Who was the one that was thirsty? It was he. But Ali brought a drink for him. You can't say Ali brought a drink for he. You have to say Ali brought a drink for him, because you cannot, you have to use an object pronoun. So he became him. Okay. Number 5. He is shorter than Ahmed. Ahmed is taller than him. Okay, this is like kind of how you join sentences. He is shorter than Ahmed, but Ahmed is taller than him. Okay, so okay. Okay, more examples. We were fighting. Abdi united us. So we becomes us. The subject pronoun we becomes us as object pronoun. The subject pronoun you. So here, you are a good football player. Ali is watching you. Okay, because you're a good football player, Ali is watching you. So you, as you can see, you stays the same, whether it's a subject pronoun or object pronoun. They are eating. Sumaya joined them. They changed to them. So converting for the last slide, and this one we've been converting subject pronoun to object pronoun. Okay, so to summarize, subject pronouns, a pronoun takes the place of a noun, and subject pronouns, they take the place of a noun as a subject. Okay, they stand in the place of the subject, whereas the object pronouns stand in the place of the object, This is a summary of what we did earlier. I've shown you a singular first person, third singular person. So first singular person is I as a subject, object me. Second singular person, you. Third person or third person singular person can be male, female, or thing like he, she, it. Okay, he, she, it changed to him, her. This is all about converting subject pronoun to object pronoun, as you can see yourself. I'll let you have a look at this, and thank you for watching this video.